guys, it's D and welcome back to my channel. Before we begin, I just want to say a huge thank you to all of my subscribers for the views, the likes, the comments. I truly do genuinely appreciate it. I say it every time and I mean it every single time. Um, it's Friday morning. What are you doing, D? Recording a video on Friday morning. Well, we're here for a Night of the Seven Kingdoms, and ordinarily, yes, this video would go out on a Sunday. However, this coming Sunday is the Super Bowl, and released a statement stating that they were going to release the episode early so that their views don't go down, because clearly some people are going to want to watch the Super Bowl over a Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I am not one of those people. I am a diehard fan of House Targaryen and all encompassing shows, Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, Night of the Seven Kingdoms. So I would be a fan watching that show over watching the Super Bowl. However, they're releasing the episode early, so we are here early Friday morning watching this show. I note to myself that I need to get a whiteboard, like a dry erase whiteboard, so that I can like write information and the family trees and everything down, because there's a lot more people and there's a lot of Targaryens, and I want to make the connections for you guys so that you can like see it on like a, instead of on a piece of paper or like stickers on my wall, you see it on a whiteboard. So mental note that is going to be coming soon. Quick rundown of the previous episode, which in my opinion so far was the best episode. It was entitled The Squire. We saw Egg have kind of develop a relationship with Thunder, which was Dunk's warhorse. It was very cute and adorable to watch. We know Dunk is an animal lover. He loves his animals. Aegon definitely is an animal lover. I'm an animal lover, so any interactions with animals and humans is just so adorable and precious to me. I love seeing it. So we see him kind of develop a relationship with Thunder. We then see Dunk and Egg kind of develop a relationship as well. They're kind of talking, getting to know each other. And then we see Arian, who is a complete and utter monster, is like the only word I can think of. First, he tries to challenge his cousin, and then he's like, oh, I'm not going to embarrass you, even though we definitely can kind of, my assumption, just my opinion, is that Valar is more honorable than Arian, and is, would definitely challenge him, but Arian would definitely take some risks with his cousin. However, as one of my favorite podcasters would say, they're both a prince of the blood. And so, they can challenge each other, but I don't think they would be able to really fight each other. And with Baelor being there, he's definitely going to be, protecting his son over protecting his nephew. We see Arian do some dirty lowdown tricks when it comes to the joust, and his uncle is not impressed. He's like that with his father not being around, because his father has gone off to look for his missing children. We see Dunk have a really nice relationship with Raymond Fossaway of the Fossaways, and he kind of just goes all in, calling the Targaryens aliens, and they perform blood magic, and just, they drag us into our wars, because this is about, 13 years after the first Blackfire Rebellion, the first of many. And, Then we see Arian just absolutely lose his mind when it came to watching a puppet show with Tanzel. And in all honesty, the puppet show wasn't about the Targaryens. It was about a knight slaying a dragon long before the Targaryens landed on Westeros. Arian thinks himself a dragon in human form, took offense, and lost his marbles. And so then Egg runs in to get Dunk, and Dunk sees Arian being a monster to Tanzel and loses it. And then Arian, because he's smug and because he thinks he's so cool, um, just wants to take his vengeance out on Dunk. And then Egg walks in and reveals himself, and he's like, Arian's like, "What happened to your hair?" And he's like, "I cut it off. I didn't want to look like you." And the looks on all their faces, Raymond Fossaway, Tanzel Too Tall, Dunk's face, Arian's face, everyone's just like, because no one knew Arian knew who he was, but like didn't really notice him and didn't see him in like the audience of the jousting. Tanzel, Dunk, Raymond Fossaway, everyone's just like, what? And then the part of that episode that really shocked me was when that fortune teller was talking to Dunk and Egg, and she's like, "Oh, you'll be rich as a Lannister," yada yada yada, to Dunk. And then she turns to Egg and is like, "You will be king, and you'll burn in a fire, and people will rejoice at your death." It freaks him out. Why does that freak him out? Well, now that we know that he's Aegon Targaryen, he is the fourth son, and this is why I need a whiteboard. He is the fourth son of a fourth son. So Daeron II is king right now. Daeron has Baelor, Aerys, Rhaegal, and Maekar. Baelor has two sons. He's got Mataras and Valar. Aerys doesn't have any kids. Rhaegal has, maybe by this point, Rhaegal has 3 kids. And then Maekar, who is the fourth son, has 3 other children above Egg. So Egg is about 10th or 11th in the line of succession when you break it all down. And so for the fortune teller to be like, "You will be king," and then go on and on and on. Now I know what happens, so I don't want to spoil it for people who don't know the story. So when I heard that, I was like, what? Like when you go back and look at my reaction, a link to my playlist will be in the description below. My heart stopped. I was just like, I can't believe they're like taking it this far. Anyways, with that said, let's dive into this episode. Before we begin, quick disclaimer: the footage that we are about to see and view and listen to doesn't belong to me. It belongs to HBO and Crave Canada. So you'll see a limited down, edited version of the entire episode. Guys, let's get into it. Okay, guys, so the title of this episode is called Seven Kingdoms Season 1, Episode 4. Let's go. Ooh, that was a good transition.
Not heard of a Prince Egg?
Short for Aegon.
Of course. After the Conqueror? How many Aegons have been king?
4. 4 Aegons.
A trial of 7.
That is my rank, I do believe.
What the fuck is a trial of 7?
It is another form of trial by combat. Ancient. Seldom invoked. You came across the narrow sea with the Andals and their 7 gods. Well, if it was the Andals.
I dreamed of you. You said that. The end.
Did I? Well, my dreams are not like yours. Mine come true. An impressive talent for an unimpressive man. Another one of life's little ironies. But I have seen you, sir. And a fire. And a dead dragon. A great beast. With wings so large they could cover this meadow. It had fallen on top of you. But you were alive. The dragon was dead.
Did I kill it?
That I could not say.
Oaken Iron, God knew well. Or else I'm dead and doomed to hell.
In the name of the warrior, I charge you to be brave. In the name of the Father, I charge you to be just. In the name of the Mother, I charge you to protect the young and innocent. Sir Duncan, we cannot delay any further. Seems the army now takes the Duncan side.
Oh my god. Now, yeah, everyone's on their feet now because, like,
Taken leave of your senses. It was murdered. My son, this man protected the innocent. As every true love must. Let the gods decide if he was right or wrong.
okay, that was season 1, episode 4 of A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, entitled Seven. Whew, that made me emotional. Like, that was very emotional. You see Egg decked out as a true prince of the blood. He comes in, he's sad, he's upset for lying to Dunk. Then Dunk goes and meets Baelor and tells him that, like, Arian wants to fight him, and that Maekar found Darren, and that Darren had accused him of taking Egg. And Dunk's like, I don't know Prince Egg, and he's like, oh, it's short for Aegon. Yes, it is. And then they go and they're talking. Maekar does not like his son. Like, he knows that his son is a monster, and yet he's a prince of the blood, so he's kind of gotta defend his son's honor, both of his son's honors, because his eldest son, Daeron, accused Dunk of taking Egg, and then, Dunk, who you already know from, like, the second episode, he didn't really like Dunk because Dunk was kissing up to Baelor, or yeah, Dunk was kissing up to Baelor, so Maekar was just like, oh, I'm just over it. Fantastic, just fantastic. Then, oh my goodness, we see Daeron come in when Dunk is looking for his champions, and Daeron's like, I dreamed of you. A dead dragon was on top of you, but you were alive. Raymond Fossaway and Dunk's relationship, their friendship is really, really sweet. It's very wholesome. He just wants to protect Dunk. He just wants to protect him and be friends with him, and it's just really sweet. He goes and takes care of the horses, Thunder and Chestnut, and then invites him over to eat and drink. It was a very sweet episode. I just Oh man. And then he goes and sees that Tansel is gone, but like the tent is still there. He's holding the head of Florian the Fool. And then Steely Pate comes in and is just like, oh, like she left the shield with me. And he's like, where did she go? And he's like, oh, she's gone to Dorne. Oh, this episode was this episode was something. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and I will see you guys in the very next episode. Episode 5. It's gonna be something. Oh, that speech he made. Are there no true knights among you? Oh, fantastic. And then Baelor coming out in his son's armor. oh, oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I'm gonna let you guys go, and I will see you guys in the very next episode. Peace out.